Hello, good evening to all. Hope you have written the Engineering Services Prelims Exam 2023 quite well. So with respect to this general studies paper, what I can say is, if you have answered 40 to 50 questions out of 100 questions, I say it is excellent. It is more than sufficient. Reason, for mechanical students, some of the subjects may be tougher. For ECEEE student, some subjects may be tougher. That is the first point. So if you have answered 40 to 50, that is more than sufficient. Number two, see, there are certain lengthy questions, numerical questions, where a student is intentionally tried to be entrapped by the paper setter, which may bite your valuable time. So those students who avoid some of the questions, no doubt you can answer them in 4 or 5 minutes, but it is of no use. So the intelligent student should leave without attempting some of the questions. So I think you have done it very well. And honestly speaking, within 2 hours, answering this type of paper is really difficult. So I am repeating, if you have answered 40 to 50 questions, be happy. Of course, the weightage you can see, it is same, almost same compared to previous. But only thing is, in the case of drawing subject, little bit more weightage is given this year. Other than that, standard, see the current issues, 15 questions, engineering aptitude, 15 questions, mathematics, 15 questions, everything is same. So without wasting your valuable time, now I invite our Professor Dr. Balraju to continue.
So coming to basics of project management, so there are 6 questions. So out of 6 questions, 2 questions little bit tough, the remaining 4 questions you can comfortably answer. Just first question, which one of the following does not always yield an optimal schedule, however it is capable of yielding a good schedule? Actually heuristic algorithm is giving only best known solution. It is not giving any guarantee for optimal solution. So what is the answer? Answer is heuristic. So heuristic algorithm. So option D is the answer. So coming to next question. According to CCPM, actually what is the full form of CCPM? Critical Chain Project Management. It is an extension of basics of project management according to project management body of knowledge. So when we add theory of constraints, then you will get critical chain project management. It is the latest technique. So answer is option D. So critical chain project management, only abbreviation. So next question, according to project cost duration graph. So we know very well in project crashing, when the time reduces, indirect costs like a project overhead costs are getting down. So what is the answer here? When the time is reduced, so which one is reducing? Indirect cost is reduced. So answer is option B. So as per this, just only it's a matter of 1 minute. Let us have the graph. Once you take the graph, then you can understand clearly cost and the time. So when we reduce the time, then indirect cost getting down, and the direct cost increases, and the total cost decreases and increases. Only thing is which one is reduced? Indirect cost is reduced. So answer is option B. So next question, this is somewhat a new question. Hammock activities. What is the meaning of hammock? Like a hanging from starting to ending. Like when we have anything in between a span, then we can call it as hammock. So hammock activities means in a project, starting to ending, which is spread over. That is nothing but hammock activities. So from the given statements, which one is rightly suited for that particular word? It derives its name because it spans over a segment of project. So 1 is correct. Next, the hammock activity duration determined after the network plan is known, not correct. Actually, hammock activities are independent activities. So there is no connectivity, and those activities will require resources independently. So which one is matching with that? Okay, when you look at the options, the first one is correct. Second one is nowhere related. Third one, the hammock activities are frequently used to identify the use of fixed resources. So as we know that hammock activities are independent in nature. So fixed resources, the third statement is correct. So 1 and 3. So answer is option B. 1 is correct and third one is correct. And coming to next question, consider the following strategies for mitigating risk. Actually, risk mitigation. Remember, risk mitigation is nothing but reducing the impact of risk, either the probability of occurrence or maybe consequence. So, according to the risk mitigation strategy, which one is rightly like the keyword? Reduction is a keyword. Remember, reduction is a keyword. So, answer is 1 and 2. So, without wasting time, directly I can go for answer 1 and 2. So, which one is matching here? A, 1 and 2. So, coming to the risk, analyze the project to identify the risk identification. Assessment, risk assessment, that is different. Only first and 2 correct. And coming to last question in this, consider the following statements. The strategy is to assign extra time at critical moments in the project. Buffers are added. Extra resources, extra time when we add. In case of any risk is there, when you are not sure about the project completion, then we are going to add extra resources, particularly critical activities and supercritical activities. Now here if you see, activities with no risk. Activity does not have any risk means no need to focus on that, so it is wrong. So first one is wrong. The remaining if you see, actually there are 3 options. If you see the options, cleverly you can answer. First one you can eliminate. If you eliminate first one, I can eliminate option A, option B, option D. Am I right? So A, B, D, 3 options I can delete. Only one option is correct, that is C. So this question trickily you can answer. Elimination criteria you can follow. The first one is wrong. The remaining 3 correct. Of course, no need to think about the remaining options. I am eliminating the first one. And coming to next subject, quality standards. So in this subject, as we expected 6 questions. So same 6 questions we had. Just let us know the first question, 6 sigma. 6 sigma concept, only one important point is 3.4 defects per million opportunities. 3.4 defects. 3.4 defects means it is around 0.000 something you'll get. And 100 minus, if you take that, now it is 99.9996666 like that you will get. So of course, last 666, now then we can round off. What will happen? A. 99.9997%. And coming to next question, it is also related to 6 sigma. Consider the following statement with reference to 6 sigma. It is a methodology for structured process and systematic quality improvement. As we know very well, 6 sigma is only meant for quality improvement. So first statement is absolutely correct. Coming to second statement, it provides systematic approach for quality and process in improvement rather than being just collection of some tools or maybe data or whatever it may be. Instead of focusing on tools and all these things, we are only focusing on how to improve the quality. This is also correct. Third one, it is a rigorous and data-driven decision-making approach to analyze the root causes. Actually, the main concept of 6 sigma is cause and effect. So cause and effect, and that we know fishbone diagram. That is a main tool for 6 sigma. So of course, third statement is correct. So answer is option D, 1, 2, and 3. It's like simple, and from the statements you can answer. Next, again 6 sigma question only. At 6 sigma level increases. If 6 sigma if we use, then what will happen? Bad quality, because of poor quality, we have a cost of failure that you can reduce. So if you look at this, cost of poor quality and customer satisfaction both are getting up. Actually, one thing is correct. Customer satisfaction always increases, but which one is decreasing? Cost of failure is decreasing. So this one is wrong. A is wrong. Cost of poor quality goes up. Actually, it is not correct. Cost of poor quality goes down. Yes, when you have good quality, then obviously we can avoid the cost of defects. Cost of failure, internal failure or external failure. That cost you can reduce. So answer is option C. No need to take about the second, like a last option. Cost of poor quality and customer satisfaction, both are getting down. Customer satisfaction is always increasing. So this is wrong. Answer is option C. Next, again Six Sigma. Actually, there are 4 questions from Six Sigma only. Consider the following statement regarding the design for Six Sigma. Six Sigma derived from Motorola. The founder, Motorola, this is correct. The goal is to arrive 3.4 defects per million. This is a keyword. When we talk about Six Sigma, 3.4 defects. This is correct. Coming to third one, Sigma. Actually, Sigma is nothing but a standard deviation which is related to process. And he has given Sigma is used to compare expected outcomes versus failures in a population. It is wrong. Actually, expected outcome means what is our good thing, good lot, good, like defect-free components. That is to be compared with the failure. It is absolutely wrong. So what is the right answer here? 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is the right answer. So option A is the correct. So that's all about quality standards. The next subject will be discussed by my colleague, so Mr. Madhushekar. I invite Madhushekar to discuss the next one.
Right. So here I'm here to discuss about this basics of material science for this ESE exam 2023. From this subject, 6 questions were asked. Out of 6 questions, 2 questions data given in the question is incorrect. So no need to worry, you will get those 2 questions full marks. And the remaining questions also, these questions including those data missing questions also discuss. Now this is the basic standard question, defect related question. What is given here? The Schottky defect. I said in the class also, the Schottky defect is nothing but missing of a pair of atoms, a cation and an anion, missing of pair of atoms. So pair of one cation and one anion are absent in the form, that is a Schottky defect, right? So this is the answer, A is the answer for this question. Now the second question, it is related to diffusion coefficient, right? So diffusion coefficients are given with respect to different temperatures, right? And time also given, right? Diffusion coefficient at 500 degrees Celsius and 600 degrees Celsius, 500 degrees Celsius, 600 degrees Celsius is given 4.8 into 10 power minus 14 meter square per second, and at 600 degrees Celsius 5.3 into 10 power minus 3 meter square per second. Now see here, this is the data is incorrect here actually. It should be 10 power minus 13. 10 power minus 13. Here data is missing. If you consider 10 power minus 13, then only you will get the answer. So you no need to worry regarding this question, you will get full marks for this question. So what they are asking, in this question, they are asking at what time like let us say, first of all, let us consider diffusion coefficient and time constant. The product of diffusion coefficient and time is constant, right? The diffusion coefficient at 600, time taken at 600 degrees Celsius is equal to diffusion coefficient at 500 and the time taken for 500 degrees Celsius. This is the equation. By using this you will get. So they are asking at 500 degrees Celsius what is the time. So T 500 degrees Celsius, that is equal to diffusion coefficient at 600 into time taken at 600 by diffusion coefficient at 500. It's a very simple basic question, right? If you substitute this one, let us say diffusion coefficient at 600 is 5.3 into 10 power. Let us see here, I am considering 10 power minus 13. Remember, in the question is given 10 power minus 3. That is not correct. So minus 13 into 600, like 10 hours divided by, right, 4.8 into 4.8 into 10 power minus 14, right? So it's a very simple, you don't need to use calculator here, very simple, calculator is not allowed here. So it is approximately slightly greater than 1, right? So 1 into 100, that is approximately 100 hours here approximately. So approximate answer here, this is the answer, approximate answer. A is the correct answer. But no need to worry regarding this, you will get full marks for this question. Now there is another question, this question is related to fracture toughness question, okay. The formula, if you remember, the maximum length of fracture, maximum length of surface flaw or fracture, 2E gamma S by pi sigma square. If you remember this formula, you'll get, it's a very difficult question actually. Electrical and electronics people, they can't, this one is very difficult. Young's modulus is given 69 into 10 power 9 gigapascal. Surface energy is given 0.3. Surface energy is given 0.3 by pi into sigma square. Sigma square, force how much applied? Tensile stress 640 into 10 power 6. Right, by solving this you'll get the answer easily. In a simple way I'll solve this question. This is 40 into 3.4, 3.4 into 40, approximately we'll get some 5000 like that into this one, and it is 140 into like this, you'll get approximately 4 by 5 like that, right, without using calculator and some minor things. So you will get 4 by 5 means approximately 8 you will get. So the answer here for this question is 8.2. Right, okay na, 8.2 micrometer you will get, because our units are same, only the simple calculation, by doing this simple calculation you will get the answer. Right, now next question, this is actually a piece of copper originally 3.305, okay, 305 mm, length is given in the question, and also stress is given in the question, length is given, stress is given, and they are asking deformation. Actually elastic deformation they are asking in the question, because in the question elastically it is deformed elastically. So elastic, in the elastic region material follows Hooke's law, that is sigma is equal to E into epsilon, that is sigma is equal to E into delta L by L. But in this question the Young's modulus or modulus of elasticity of this copper is not given. That is a twist actually here. The modulus of elasticity of copper is not given, so it's very difficult. In case the civil mechanical people, they might be, remember this one, approximately here you can take it as 110 gigapascal, right. By solving this, delta L is equal to sigma into L by delta, sigma into L by E, sigma into L by E. By doing this you'll get the answer. By doing this you'll get the answer, sigma equal to delta L is equal to sigma into L by E. That is sigma how much? 276 into 305 by 110 into 10 power 3, right, because this is in megapascal, these are all megapascal. So it's a very simple calculation. By doing this you will get the answer. By doing this you will get the answer approximately 0.77. Right, next question here, what is the approximate value of ductility, percentage of elongation of a cylindrical copper rod if it is cold worked such that the diameter is reduced from 15.2 mm to 12.2 mm. Right, take tensile strength from the curve of copper is 340 megapascal. So listen, here in this case by using cold working operation they are reducing the diameter of the wire or a rod from 15.2 mm to 12.2 mm. Right, so actually the ductility they are asking, right. So ductility is measured either percentage elongation, ductility is measured either percentage elongation or percentage reduction in cross sectional area, percentage reduction in cross sectional area, right. Here one important thing, if you consider the percentage reduction in cross sectional area you will get the answer this one, right. But in the question it is a cold worked body is given, right. First you should calculate percentage of cold working. Percentage of cold working you will get like this, 1 minus AF by A naught into 100, right. By doing this 1 minus like 12.2 by 15.2 whole square. By solving this you will get approximately 35.6. This is the percentage of cold working. Actually there is a graph missing in this question. This is the one I said the data is missing in this question. Without knowing, without giving this graph, you can't solve this question. Okay, in case if they didn't, UPSC won't consider that graph, then answer is directly this one. In case if they consider a graph this one, here this x-axis represent percentage of cold working and y-axis represent ductility. So percentage of cold working is 35.6. So 35.6 somewhere else you will get approximately the answer 7% you will get here. So in the question graph is not given. So clarity is not there here, so we may not take this one. So there is we can't also take this one. So you will get full marks for this question also. No need to worry. So in material science 2 questions you will get full marks, right? And one more, the last question. It's a very simple question, basic question. See here, listen. It is given in the question iron. as an engineer you should know about some details about the iron, the density of iron, lattice constant of iron, right, atomic radius of iron. So in the question iron lattice constant is given, right, iron lattice constant they are asking. So iron lattice constant is straightforward. In the class also so many times I said you should remember some basic standard values like iron, aluminum, copper, these standard material values you should remember. So this is 2.866. Here you can also solve this one like that. Density is equal to N into atomic weight by, okay, Avogadro's number into volume of unit cell A cube. So A is equal to N into atomic weight by Avogadro's number into, right, rho whole power 1 by 3. By substituting in this question you will get the answer. In case if you have time you can solve this. By substituting this you will get the answer, but no need to worry, you should remember this one, right. So these are the questions related to material science, right. Now next I am going to discuss one more important topic, that is design and importance of safety. Here 3 questions they asked from this subject, and these 3 questions are very easy questions, right. Now let us this first question. The statement 1 is given related to machine shop, okay. The statement 1 is related to machine shop produces parts of machined from stock material. Like in a machine shop we are doing forging operation, casting operation, like this type of primary operations we are doing. So statement 1 is correct. And statement 2 is also correct, because in the same machining shop we are also doing facing, milling, planning, all these things, but there is no interlinking with these two. So statement 1 correct and statement 2 correct, but there is no like correct explanation of statement 2 for statement 1. So I can say the answer for this question is B, okay, answer for this question is B. And the next one here, consider the following non-reliability performance measures of automobile industry, okay now. So factors which are going to affect the reliability or non-reliability of the things, right. Now listen carefully, the mileage, fuel efficiency is going to affect the reliability of the system, but economic efficiency that actually depends, that actually represent what, cost of the machine, cost, let us say car, okay. Economic efficiency represent the cost of a car, so it won't influence the reliability of the system, but quality of ride influence the system, reliability of the system, and emission. So probability of failure, reliability means probability of failure, so it depends on fuel efficiency, quality of ride, and emissions. So 1, 3, 4 correct. So answer for this question is A. And the last question, it's a very simple question. If you know any one of this meaning, so let us say negligible, right. What is negligible? Negligible is what actually less than minor injury or system to the damage, or otherwise catastrophic is disaster, right, result in death or a total loss of the system, result in death or total loss of the system. So P is 3, right, S is 1, so directly I am going for answer, that is A, right. So these are the 3 questions asked from standards, safety, and like design. So next our colleague Abdul Bari sir will discuss the other topic.
Good evening. Let us start the subject. Let us start the subject of drawing, engineering drawing. 7 questions were asked on this subject. The questions are quite easy. Let us start with the first one. Question number 1 says, which one of the following methods is used when non-isometric lines or their ends lie in the isometric planes? The answer is quite simple. The answer happens to be box method over here. Now you might confuse over here with offset method also, because non-isometric lines are used in offset method also, but the very word over here, the phrase over here indicates the only answer is box method. Moving further. Next question is a very simple question. This question says, in a plane scale, if 1.5 inches equal to 1 foot, this is 1 foot, that is equal to 12 inches. 1.5 inches is representing 12 inches, and it can measure up to 4 feet. What is a representative factor of a scale? Representative factor of a scale basically is length of the object in the drawing, that is equal to 1.5 inches, divided by the actual length of that particular object. So the value of representative factor is supposed to be equal to, length of the object in the drawing is 1.5 inches divided by actual length happens to be 12. This is equal to 1 divided by 8. Answer over here is option A. Answer is option A to this question. Next question. Which one of the following is used when components of same shape but different dimensions are to be manufactured? It's a direct question. The answer for this is tabular drawing. Whenever we are having same shape but different dimensions, we use tabular drawing. Next question, again a direct question. Which one of the following lines is used to represent the outlines of adjacent parts or alternative and extreme positions of movable objects or movable parts? In this case, the answer happens to be chain thin double dashed line. Okay, direct question. Moving further. Now, this question is regarding trace concept. If a line is inclined to horizontal plane and parallel to vertical plane, then it has which trace? Now, you see over here, it is parallel to vertical plane. So, imagine you are drawing, let us say, this is a horizontal plane, this over here is a vertical plane. If I'm having a line which is inclined to horizontal plane, it is eventually going to intersect with the horizontal plane. It is never going to intersect with the vertical plane. So therefore, it is going to have only horizontal trace. It will not have any vertical trace, right? Actually, moving further, the next question is a direct, very simple question again. The question says a triangular prism, base 40 mm side and axis 50 mm long, is resting on one of its bases on the HP with a vertical face perpendicular to the VP. Vertical face perpendicular to the VP. What is the front view of the prism? The front view of the prism. So imagine you are having a prism kept over here. The triangle is based on, it is resting on the horizontal surface over here, or the horizontal plane over here. And the base with the vertical face perpendicular to the vertical plane. Okay. So if you look from the front view, you are going to see triangle is lost in the top view. You are going to see triangle in the top view. In the front view, you are going to see rectangle. Answer is option B over here. That is rectangle. Last question. Consider the following points while drawing the isometric view of any of the solid. Now there are three options given, of which any multiple set of options might be correct. The first option over here, the isometric view should be drawn according to the given views and in such a way that maximum possible details are visible. This is a correct statement. Nothing wrong with this. So if this is correct, then option B is wrong, because option B does not have option 1 over here. Next thing, second statement over here, at every point for the corner of a solid, at least 3 lines for the edges must converge. Of these 2, at least 2 must be the visible edges. Again, a correct statement. Whenever we draw isometric view, this point also is very important. So option 2 also is correct. If option 2 is correct, then this happens to be wrong. Either A or D can be correct answer. Look at the third statement over here. 2 lines for visible edges will never cross each other. Again, a correct statement. If all these 3 statements are correct, then the correct answer over here is option D. So these are the questions in the subject of engineering drawing. My colleague will take over the next subject. Thank you.
Which one? So guys, let's discuss some of the beautiful question present in ICT subject. The first question is, so which one of the statement is not relevant to quantum computing? Okay, they are asking about the quantum computing part. Let's read it out. Quantum computing is that much more powerful function may be computed using qubits and quantum gates. Yes, this is relevant, right?
For sure this is relevant, but they are asking not relevant. So this is not the answer for sure. Second, quantum operates are well adapted to describe discrete state changes, that is transformation between an initial state and final state without explicit reference to the passage of time. Again, this is regarding to quantum computing only. So this is also true. C, quantum computation does not support entanglement and measurement of a quantum computer register can yield only a small discrete set of values. So while reading the option C, you can guess this is the right answer for this particular question, because quantum computing, they use this entanglement operations. So C is the right answer for this 71 question. Okay? Now, so this is the right answer. C is the right answer because they are asking not relevant. So C is not relevant. Okay? Now coming to the next question, guys. 72. A device which exhibits irregular or unpredictable response time is called. So they are saying irregular and unpredictable. So only asynchronous devices are those devices which are irregular, right? And we can't predict when the response will come. So for sure, the answer is A. In synchronous, we can predict, and they are regular also, right? We can determine when the response will come. So synchronous is not the option, asynchronous is the option because they are asking for irregular and unpredictable responses. Coming to next question, guys. Which of the following table is used by operating system to keep track of many IO requests at the same time? So file allocation table, option A is file allocation table, which is need not to be true, right? Because they manage the file, they consider all the responsibilities which are required for managing the files. Now device status table, yes, it holds the record of your input-output device system. So we can say option B is also the right answer for this particular question. Coming to next question, guys. 74. A stream of a video image is 1/4 the size of a standard TV image. That is, it has a resolution of 352 by 240 pixel. So they have given what is the resolution. The resolution is 352 by 240 pixels. Okay. If each pixel is represented by 24 bits of information, they are also mentioning if each pixel is represented by 24 bit of information, as would be the case for 24-bit color, then what is the approximate size of each frame? So guys, let me tell you, more or less, this is not ICT question, this is a general aptitude question, okay? So let's see, by using the aptitude method also you can solve this type of question. First of all, try to solve what are the pixel values. So the pixel value is 252 into 240. Now we need to find in terms of bit, what is the bit? So they have given each pixel carrying 24 bit. That means into 24. The given answer is coming in bits, but we really want to our answer in terms of byte. That's why we are dividing it by 8. So this is byte. Now if we cross check our answer, the answer is in kilobyte. The answer is in kilobyte. Now in order to convert it into kilobyte, what we are doing, again we are dividing it into 1024, right? Now the answer is in kilobyte. Now if you solve this question, if you solve this particular equation, you are getting option A, 247.5 kilobyte. So option A is correct. Now move on to the next question, guys. 75. What is the approximate effective throughput? Keep this thing in mind, guys. They are asking for approximate effective throughput. If user wants to fetch 1 MB file across a 1 Gbps network with a round trip time of 100 millisecond. Okay. So first of all, simple, we need to find what is the efficiency. In order to find throughput, we should know what is our efficiency, and then we will simply multiply with our bandwidth. The desired result will come. So first of all, we are finding this, what is the efficiency. So again, for finding the efficiency part, all the relevant terms are given. So efficiency means Tx plus 2Tp, right? Transmission time divided by transmission time plus 2 into propagation time. What is transmission time? How to find it? Tx. We all know L by B, right? Again, L is also given in terms of MB. So directly I can write 10 power 6. It would be better if I convert it into bit, because bandwidth is given in terms of bit, into 8 bit divided by bandwidth is 10 power 9, right? Bits per second. Now, over here we are having 8 millisecond if we solve it. Now, TP. If we look at TP, already round trip time is given at 100 millisecond, right? Now, if round trip time is 100 millisecond, we can directly say TP is our 50 millisecond. Directly put these two values in this particular equation, what we are having, Tx as 8 millisecond, 8 divided by Tx 8 plus 2 TP. We can directly put from here 100 millisecond, 100. So this is our efficiency part. This is our efficiency part. If we multiply this efficiency with bandwidth, we are having the throughput into bandwidth. Bandwidth is what? It is given 10 power 9. If you solve this particular equation, the option is 74.1 megabit per second, option B, right? Just solve this equation, you will have B. Now 76, next question. In a network, a transcontinental channel with one-way latency of 50 millisecond and a bandwidth of 45 megabit per second is able to hold how many bits that fit in the pipe approximately. So simply they are asking what is your bandwidth delay, right? So directly we can multiply these two terms and getting our result. So this is given one-way latency of 50 millisecond, 50 into 10 power minus 3 second, multiply, and bandwidth is also given 45, 10 power 6 bits per second. Okay. Now if we solve it, so we are having option A as a right answer, 2.25 into 10 power 6 bit. 77, consider the following statement for significance of prominence in the internet architecture. Option 1, programmers are free to define new channel abstraction or application that run on the top of any of the existing protocol. Yes, this is also correct. It defines a common method for exchanging packet among a wide collection of network. Yes, this is also correct. It allows someone to propose a new protocol to be included in architecture. This is also correct, guys. Then they are asking which of the above statement is are correct. Then for sure 1, 2, 3 all are correct. So option D is the right answer. 78. Consider the following statement regarding the failure in the network. First, bit error typically occurs because outside forces such as lightning strike, power surges, and microwave oven interference with the transmission of data. Again, this is true. One of the main difficulties in dealing with lost packet is distinguish between a packet that is indeed lost and one that is merely late in arriving at the destination. Again, this is true. The failure can be caused by software that crashes, a power failure, or a reckless backhoe operator. That is also true, guys. Which of the following is are correct? Then again, 1, 2, 3, then the answer should be D. Now this is the last question, guys. Which of the following statement is related to frequency hopping spread spectrum? Now if you really know the definition for frequency hopping spread spectrum, you can directly guess the answer is A. Why so? Because they are saying it is a spread spectrum technique which allows for the coexistence of multiple network, one term, in the same area by separating different network using different hopping sequence, which is the exact definition of a frequency hopping spread spectrum, right? So the right answer is A for this question. So next faculty will take care of questions. Thank you.
I am Dr. AVS Prasad. I am going to solve the engineering mathematics questions. Right. Let us see the first question. For what values of A and B is the vector field F equal to x plus zi A into y plus zj B into x plus yk is conservative field. We know that what is the conservative field? Conservative field means what? Curl of f bar equal to 0 only. Right? So curl of f bar equal to 0 bar. Curl of f bar equal to 0 bar means what? This is going to be I, j, k, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Here f1 means what? X plus z. f2 means what? Ay plus az. And f3 is what? Bx plus by. So this is equivalent to 0 bar. So by simplifying, first term is I into dou by dou of this one is what? B only. Minus dou by dou z of this one is what? Minus a only. Minus j into, deleting this row, this called dou by x of this one is what? B only. This is minus 1 only. Plus k into this one is what? 0. And this one is what? 0 only. Equal to 0 bar. So therefore, b minus a, here b minus 1, equal to, this vector should be null vector, 0 bar. So therefore, very clearly, b equal to, b minus a equal to 0, and b minus 1 equal to 0. That implies b equal to 1. That implies a is also 1 only. So a equal to 1, b equal to 1. Option A is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. Let S be the surface of the paraboloid of revolution z equal to 1 minus x square minus square with the domain of definition x square plus y square less than or equal to 1, and let gamma be the boundary of the paraboloid contour, right? Given f equal to x cube I plus x plus y minus z into j plus y z k, what is the value of surface integral of curl of f bar dot ds? Yes. So this is by Stokes theorem. Surface integral of curl of f bar dot ds equal to, we can write integral over c f bar dot dr bar only. So here we will be taking two dimensional, so z value 0. Right, that implies dz is also 0. And this is going to be integral over c. The dot part is going to be what? X cube into dx plus. Next one is what? X plus y, z value 0. So x plus y into dy only. Next one is what? Yz into dz, the term is going to be 0 only. So to simplify this one, put x equal to cos theta, y equal to sin theta, and here x square plus y square equal to 1 only. So circle, that is theta varies from 0 to 2 pi, r equal to 1 only. So by substituting and simplifying, this value is going to be pi only. Answer is. Right. The fixed point iterative scheme for determining root over 2 is what? Look at, we know that for the convergence of any iterative method, two successive iterations are to be coincide. X plus n plus 1th iteration is same as nth iteration only. So therefore, verify the options. Let's see the option D once. So 1 by 2 into xn plus 1 is what? 1 by 2 into xn plus 2 by xn is equivalent to xn only. Simplify this one. Very clear, this is xn square plus 2, and this side 2xn square only. So this is going to be xn square equal to 2 only, that is x equal to root over 2 only. So the iterative formula is going to be option D is the correct answer. Right. The Gauss-Seidel iterative method for the system of equations is what? We know that for the Gauss-Seidel method, the matrix is to be diagonally dominant. So once observe the equations here, here x1 is missing, here x2, here x4 is missing, here x3 is missing. So first we have to rearrange the equations. Like this is x1 first equation, and this is second equation, and this is third equation, and this is fourth equation. So from the first equation means by rearranging the system, so the matrix will be diagonally dominant matrix. So we can apply the Gauss-Seidel method. So from this one, equation 1 means what? We have to eliminate x1. So from here x1 equal to 1 by 2 means 0.5 into plus 1 by 4 means 0.25 into x2. Next one is minus 1 by 4 x3 means plus 0.25 into x3 only. See once the options. Option A 0.5 minus 25. This is not a correct answer. Option B 0.5 to 0.25 x2, 0.25 x3. Yes, it is possible. See option B also 0.5, 0.25 x2 and 0.25 x3. So option C and B both are contain same one only x1 value. Verify the next one. X2 is from the equation to x2. So from this one x2 is going to be, x2 is what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 0.5 and next one is what? 0.25 into x1 plus 0.25 into x4 only. So option X, verify option C here. Option C minus 0.25 was there. In option B we have 0.5 plus 0.25 x1 plus 0.25 x4. So option B is the correct answer. This is the iterative formula of Gauss-Seidel method. What is the missing figure in the following table? So by using the forward difference operator for this data, let be y0, y1, y2, y3, y4. So it is delta power 4 into forward operator, right? Delta power 4 y0 equal to 0 only. But this is what by shift operator definition, e minus 1 whole power 4 into y0 equal to 0 only. E minus 1 whole power 4 means what? E power 4 minus 4 into y cube plus 6 into y square minus 4 into y plus 1 into y0 equal to 0 only. So by simplifying this one, we know that e power 4 into y means y power 4 minus 4 into y3 plus 6 into y2 minus 4 into y1. So this is what? E cube and this is e square, this is e only. Right. So e square y2, this is y plus y0 equal to 0. This is y1. E power 4, e cube, e square and e plus 1. So y power 4 value is what? 32 minus 4 into y3 value is what? Unknown to be determined. 6 into y2 means 6 into 7 minus 4 into y1 that is 5 plus y0. Y0 means what? 2 equal to 0. So 32 and 42, 74, 76 minus 20, 56. So 56 minus 4 into y3 equal to 0. That implies y3 equal to 14 only. So which option? Option C is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. What is f dash of 0.2 from the following tabular data? So this f dash of 0.2 can be determined by using the forward difference interpolation. By using Newton forward interpolation method, we get a polynomial. By differentiating, we get f dash of x. By substituting x equal 0.2, we get the value. We will upload the detailed solution soon. So the correct answer is going to be 3.2. And if x1 equal 1, 1, x2 equal 1, 0, 1, x3 equal 0, 1, 1 are the eigenvectors of the matrix A equal to 3 something 2, 1, 1 minus 1, 3, 2 minus 3, then A power 5 is what? We know that eigenvectors of A and A power 5 are same only. Okay, so that is A power 5 into x equal to something into, let be k into x only. So verify the options. Suppose option A. Option A is what? 32, 31 minus 31, 32, 32 minus 33, and next one is 33, 31 minus 32 only into, right? X means what? Suppose verify any one of the eigenvectors. Take the first one, 1, 1. So very clear this is going to be what? 32, 32 only here, and here again 32 only. This is 33, right? So again this is 32 only. Again this is also 32 only, 33 and 31, right? So this is 32 only. So this is going to be by taking 32 as common, 32 into 1 comma 1 only. So look at it's like A power 5x equal to lambda into x only. So option A satisfying. No need to verify the remaining one, right? Remaining also will satisfy the same condition. Right. The equation for the ellipsoid of inertia of solid body is P of x equal 4x1 square plus 4x2 square plus x3 square minus 2x1 x2. What is the standard form in terms of new orthogonal set of x's? So the formula is in fact y transpose into A into y is the formula. What is y here? Y equal to y1, y2, y3. What is A here? A equal to diagonal matrix with eigenvalues of this matrix. that is lambda 1 0 0, 0 lambda 1 0, lambda 2 0 0 lambda 3. This is the matrix A. So how do we get what is the matrix A here? For this matrix, first we need to find the eigenvalues. So first write the matrix A. So here P equal to, P is what here? So x1, x2, x3 here. The quadratic form can be expressed like this. So here x1 square coefficient is what? 4, here 4, and here 1, and x1, x2 coefficient is -2, so here -1, 0, 0, 0 only. So find the eigenvalues of this matrix. So eigenvalues of this matrix are, you can verify, eigenvalues are here 1, 5, 3 only, by simplifying this one. Therefore, substituting in this formula, what formula? A transpose into A into Y. So what is A here? A equal to 1, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 0, 0, 3. A is this one. That implies Y1, Y2, Y3 into 1, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 0, 3 into Y1, Y2, Y3. So by simplifying, we will get Y1 square plus 5Y2 square plus Y3, Y3 square. So which option? Option B is the correct answer. Remaining questions will be covered by my colleague Aditya Srinivas sir.
In this question, they are asking the solution. If you look at this roots, the roots are 0, 0, 0, minus 4, minus 4. Now this is the quadratic equation and there a whole square is there. If you find the roots are minus 1 plus or minus 2i, comma minus 1 plus or minus 2i. Now look at the roots. Based on this, you can write the complementary function. So what could be the complementary function? Minus 4 minus 4. So c4 e power minus 4x plus x e power minus 4x, and because of this repeated roots, it is e power minus x into c6 cos 2x plus, so it's option D. No other option matches. With this roots, this is the complementary function. Now they gave a differential equation and they are asking you to solve it, and they also gave the initial conditions. The idea is to apply Laplace transforms, get expression for y of s, and then take inverse Laplace. If you do that, option A matches. I'll just show you some procedure here, just give you one step. So applying Laplace will give you s square y of s minus s into y of 0 minus y dash of 0, and then plus 4s into y of s minus y of 0, and then plus 3 into y of s. Yeah. Okay, you can solve using Laplace, you can also solve using the complementary function and the particular solution approach. If you go through that approach, I will be solving, let's say, complementary function and particular integral. The roots, if you look at this, it's like this: d square plus 4d plus 3 equal to 0. The roots are minus 1 minus 3. So based on this, the complementary function is c1 e power minus x plus c2 e power minus 3x. And you should find the particular integral as well. So if you do all this and then use the initial data given, option A matches. Now this is some Laplace transform is given. They are asking what's the Laplace of f of 3t. Now it is so simple. F of t Laplace, if it is f of s, then f of 3t Laplace is 1 by mod 3 f of s by 3. So now in this substitute, wherever there is s, substitute s by 3 and then include this 1 by 3. So this is 1 by 3 e power, so s 3 cancels, 1 minus 2 into s by 3 by s square by 9, that is 2s square by 9 minus s by 3 plus 1. Now rearrange the terms and then you simplify. There is 3 here, there is 3 here, 9 cancels. So it's like this e power minus s into what you get is, you get 3 minus 2s by 2s square minus 3s plus 9. Is there any option like that? E power 3 minus 2s, 2s square minus 3s plus 9? Yes, it is option D. Now this is also related to Laplace transforms. You should apply Laplace transforms on both sides. The Laplace of, they also gave the initial conditions. So it's like this. And by the way, this is convolution of sine and y. So convolution in time leads to the multiplication. So use that. So this is going to give you s square y of s and then minus s into y of 0 minus y dash of 0, next plus y of s equal to, like I said, convolution in time leads to the multiplication. The Laplace of sine, that is sin 80 form, is 1 by s square plus 1 into y of s. Now substitute these initial values, take this y of s common, get an expression for y of s, and then take the inverse Laplace. You will end up getting the answer as option B. Now this is a very interesting question. You need to write like this, an. You can write this as 4 into 0 plus 1, 4 into 1 plus 1, 4 into 2 plus 1, so on, 4 into n plus 1, and then there is 2 power n. No need to worry about this because it's 4 into 0 plus 1, don't worry about this. So here 1, 4, 4, 4, when you take 4 common, it is 4 power n. So you can keep this as it like 1, 4 power n by 2 power n. What is left is 1 plus 1 by 4. Here what is left is 2 plus 1 by 4, so on, n plus 1 by 4, and then you simplify this, this is 2 power n, and this part, if you can use gamma function, then it turns out to be gamma of n plus 5 by 4 by gamma of 1 by 2. Some simplification is needed. When I have done this simplification, it matched with option C. It is related to the Fourier series. We need to find the Fourier series of this, find the constant term as well as the Bn. So how do you find the constant term? The constant term is calculated like this. So I'm going to integrate, the time period is 2, so it's minus 1 to 1, it is x plus 1 dx. When you integrate x, because it's an odd function, it goes off. When you integrate this, you get 2 by 2, the constant term is 1. This is eliminated, now you are left with a and c. Now it is very interesting thing because most of the student might go with option A, but a careful calculation, Bn is 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x sine n pi x by L dx. When you substitute f of x, when you simplify this integral, it turns out to be something like this. You will have this as minus 2 by pi minus 1 whole power n by n. Now if you take this minus inside, it becomes minus 1 whole power n plus 1. That's the twist here. So the answer is option C. Now this is related to Fourier transform. If you look at the definition of Fourier transform of f of x, it's like this, 1 by root 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity, it is f of x e power minus j omega x dx. If you substitute the given function, that is 2f of x minus 3f of x minus 2g of x, and when you simplify, the answer, the final answer turns out to be this option D. So you have to be a little careful. I'll just write one step and leave the remaining calculations to you. 1 by root 2 pi, this is 3 times, so there is 3 here, and the limits are minus a to a, 1 e power minus j omega x dx, minus 1 by root 2 pi, there is 2 here, and g of x is a function from 0 to a, e power minus j omega x dx. If you simplify this, you get the answer as option D. With this, engineering mathematics is completed. The next faculty will continue the session.
So I'll be dealing with the questions in ethics and values in profession of engineering, the last part of the GS. and there were 10 questions in all. All the questions are very easy questions, and I can say that this is a gift given in this version of engineering services. We'll go through the questions quickly. So the first question, question number 10, in set C, we have taken set C for evaluation purposes. Ethics involves discipline of systematic inquiry into moral norms of standards of behavior and their underlying values and justification. The statement is true. Ethics is justification of moral values and inquiry of moral values. True statement. Applied ethics looks into ways in which moral values can be applied to a particular areas of concern such as business. Applied ethics is the sub-discipline of ethics which applies to particular instances. Both the statements are true, and they discuss about two different aspects of ethics. So they are independently true. B is the correct answer. We'll go to the next question. Which of the following statements is not correct? Notions are beliefs about manners, tastes, customs, and towards laws are few examples of morality. The question is in morals and morality. Morals are our belief systems we derive from various sources. This we have discussed during the classes as well as videos also. The first statement is true. Morality is more general and prescriptive based on customs and traditions. Definitely, morals are derived from our traditions and customs and beliefs. Statement is true. Morality trusts on judgment and punishment in the name of God by laws, whereas ethics trust is on influence, education, training through codes and guidelines and correction. Now, there are two parts to this. First one, apparently this statement is about comparison between morals and ethics. The latter part, let us see this ethics part, it is correct. This part is correct, but the problem here is judgment. Morality does not talk about judgment. Morals are absolute and universal. There is no judgment involved. So that statement is false. So C is the correct option because the question is negative, not. Of course, we need not look at to fourth statement. We'll go to the next question. The work ethics is aimed at not ensuring which of the following. One typical character in this version of engineering services is that most of the questions are with not as the option. So we have to be careful while answering the question. Right. Now, what is that work ethics not aimed at? Work ethics basically focuses on ethical work environment and what a worker is supposed to do, get in the office environment to be better worker and to be a satisfied worker. That's what about work ethics, right? The organization providing the environment, the individual contributing to the environment. When we see in that aspect, economy and productivity, definitely yes answer. Safety and privacy, safe environment and secure environment for the employee is very much essential. Health and hygiene are also healthy environment in the office is also very essential. And the objective of all these work ethics is consumption and distribution to the society. So C is not a focus of work ethics. It is the objective of work ethics. We'll go to the next question, please. Which one of the following is not included under the categories of civic virtues as indispensable for self-governing administration? Civic virtues are focused towards individual for one's contribution towards the other as well as self. If we see from that angle, self-reflection, self-restraint, self-reliance, self-assertion. B, C, D are part and parcel of civic virtues, but self-reflection is an individual's character one tries to focus on. So A is not included in the civic virtues. We'll go to the next question. Spirituality is promoted in the workplace by adhering to the following activities. What are the activities that promote spirituality? Verbally respect. There are 7 aspects, of which 4 are given here. 3 of them are correct, 1 of them not correct. Right? Without going into details of those 7 requirements, we'll filter out what is not required here. Verbal respect, that means treating others as yourself, is required. Support causes outside the business, definitely. Supporting one's personal problems that could reflect in the performance in the business are also to be addressed. Do unto others, this is straight away. Canteen, duty ethics. So 1, 2, 3 are correct. Fourth one, realization of the self potential through meditative activities is focusing on oneself, development of individual, and it is not about a spirituality in a collective environment like organization. So 4 should not be there. Answer is 1, 2 and 3. D is the correct option. Next one, the normative sense of engineering ethics does not include. Normative engineering ethics has 3 aspects. First, identify the moral issues. Second one, take a decision. Third one, justify the action taken in the pursuit of establishing standards of behavior in the organization for resolution of or decision making purposes. Right? Of course, dilemma is not part of normative ethics. Dilemma do arise when more than one solutions are available, all of them correct, none of them compulsory, yet there is confusion in taking which decision is right. So dilemma should not be there in the answer. B is the correct answer for this question. Next one, which one of the following characteristic features distinguishes Carol Gilligan's theory from Kohlberg's theory? The biggest drawback of all the ethical theories and Kohlberg's moral development theory, as commented or observed by Gilligan, a feminine philosopher, is that all these ethical theories and moral development theories lack what is required is care and concern for the other. Ethics of care is the focus of Gilligan. Ethics of rule is the focus of all ethical theories and moral development theory proposed by Kohlberg. So, more of caring is the correct answer for that. Next one, which one of the following theorists and philosophers is not associated with duty ethics? Duty ethics was actually proposed by Immanuel Kant in 1935, where he proposes that each one of us have the duty of helping others, irrespective of whether others help or not. And this was ably supported by John Rawls and C.W.D. Ross. John Locke proposes rights theory, where the same duty ethics are converted as rights, proposed as rights of individuals to help others. So B is the correct answer. Next one, which one of the following statements is not correct regarding human values? So this is more generic question rather than question being in ethics. Values are inbuilt characters, they are perceptional, they are subjective, but what is not correct here? My values change from your values, and what I value more important is different from what the other values important. But the objective of both of them is to become a better person, or becoming of person of transforming into person of higher and better values. If we look from that angle, values are perceptional, individual, evaluative, subjective, whereas the ability to do something, the skills where body is involved, are objective. Statement 4, option D, tells exactly opposite of this. Values are essentially objective while skills are subjective. It's the other way around. Values are subjective, skills are objective. So answer is D, because the question is negative, not correct. And the next one, consider the following objectives of the study on professional ethics. Forming consistent, what is professional ethics? Professional ethics is about realization of a concept through visualization. That requires basing our arguments and decisions and judgments on facts. First statement is correct. Searching beyond obvious alternative responses. This, of course, professional ethics is about optimization of a result, so that requires alternatives being found. Comprehending and assessing different views. Not only me, the others' views are also be taken to be consideration and evaluated in their true perspective. So 1, 2, 3, all the 3 are correct. And these many are the questions. All the best. We'll take next topic.
Hello friends, let's have a look at the questions that were asked in engineering aptitude now. There are totally 15 questions that were given, which are moderate and simple we can say, but there are some 4 to 5 questions which were a bit lengthy. Rather than, they are not difficult I can say, they are moderate but they were lengthy. Right, let's have a look at directly question number 11. So this question is directly from number series and there were 2 questions that were asked from number series alone. This is one such question. So it is given as 2, 3. No? So 3 you can get it as when you are squaring the first number and subtracting 1, you will be getting the next number. Similarly, if you square the 3 and if you subtract 1, you will get the next number. If you are squaring 8 and subtracting 1, you are getting the next number. Hence your answer must be what? You have to square 63 and subtract 1 from it, your answer will be coming. You need not solve it, you can simply say that 60 square itself is 3600. Your answer should be more than 3600. There is only one option which is more than 3600. You can directly choose that as your answer. Hence it should be option D. Right? Go ahead with the next one. Problem number 21. This is something related to like analytical puzzles or analytical reasoning I can say. It is just a matter of, you need not go for everything, like you can simply go for selecting the answer based on the options given over there. If you have a look at, they are asking you for who is the person among those girls they have given, who is there in history, physics, computer science as well as in mathematics. If you look at Anjali here, that Anjali is there in computer science, in physics, so computer science she is there, physics she is there, in mathematics also she is there. So Anjali is there even in mathematics also. Anjali is there in mathematics as well as physics. So Anjali would be the right answer, hence it should be option D. Right? Next one. It is something related to syllogism. Right? If you know the basic rules and if you know how to draw the Venn diagrams, that will take care of it. So here they have given 3 statements, all lions are tigers, all lions are tigers, I can say. Further they said all tigers are leopards, all tigers are leopards, some leopards are owls, like wolves, some leopards are wolves, so that is W. This is the basic diagram. When you are solving the question, going by the basic diagram will help you. If at all a negative conclusion is valid in the basic diagram, then only we go for alternate diagram. With that logic, we can straight away say, so here no elephant is lion, so we don't have anything related to elephant over here, you can straight away eliminate it. Coming to some wolves or lions, some wolves or lions it is not happening here because wolves and lions there is no intersection as such, hence I can straight away eliminate this one also. Coming to this, some leopards are lions, some leopards are lions. As all lions are leopards, some leopards are lions will definitely be true. Hence I can say that third one will follow. Hence I can say that it is only third one that is following. Right? Going ahead with the next one. This is something related to direction sense, which is a very simple one. They said Rohit went 15 kilometers west from my house. Starting from here, he is going 15 kilometers to the west. Then again turning to the left, he is traveling 20. Again turning to the east, he is moving 25 kilometers towards this direction. After going 25 kilometers here, again turning to the left, he is going another 20. So here is going again 20 means he is coming back onto the same line. So final position is in line with the starting position I can say. If the final position of the person is in line with the starting position, we either take the horizontal distance or vertical distance. In that sense, this is the distance we are going to take as final position is going to be in line with the starting position. Hence I can say that as this is 15 here, this total is 25, this will be 15, this should be 10. As this is 10, distance between these 2 points should also be 10. Hence I can straight away say that my answer is what? 10 kilometers. Right? Next one, 24. Cryptic language is popular since ages and they have given something related to I love you is coded as 7, go to hell is coded as what? It is actually the sum of the place values of the letters they are talking about. If you take the letters over here, I love you, and if you take the sum of the place values, I'll just explain one, the other thing you can easily do. So I is 9, L is 12, O is 15, V is 22, E is 5, Y is 25, O is 15, U is 21. If you are adding the place values over here, that is adding up to how much? 21 plus 15, 36 plus 22, 58, plus 5, 63, plus 25, 88. 88 plus 15 will give you 103, 103 plus 21 will give you how much? 124. Again go for the sum of the place values or like sum of the digits that you are getting as the result. You try to convert that into a single digit over there. That's giving you how much? 7. In the same manner, if you go to hell and if you are adding the place values and you will be getting some value over there, you add the value in such a way that the sum is coming out to be a single digit. They are taking digital sum into consideration, I can say. If you want, I can just show you. So G is 7, O is 15, T is 20, O is 15, H is 8, E is 5, L is 12, L is 12. That is adding up to how much? 7 plus 15, 22, 22 plus 20, 40, 22 plus 20, 42 plus 15, 57 plus 8, 65 plus 5, 70 plus 24. That is giving you how much? 94. 94 is adding up to how much? 9 plus 4 is giving you 13. Again, you are getting a 2-digit number. Add it further. That will give you how much? 4. So your answer has to be what? Option B. Next, what letter should replace the question mark? So it's very simple here. Just take the place values of these letters that they have given. Now, if you observe, J is 10, L is 12, N is 14. There is a difference of 2 here, there is a difference of 2. So the growth is like this in anti-clockwise direction, plus 2, plus 2. Similarly, A is 1 here, E is 5, I is 9. There is a common difference of 4, 4. In the same manner, G is 7 here, M is 13, S is 19. There is a difference of 6 and 6 over here. This difference should also be 6. In the same manner, H is 8, P is 16 here. So this is how much? There is a difference of how much? 8. There should be a difference of 8 here. 16 plus 8 will give you 24, which is 24th letter in English alphabet. That should be X. Hence your answer has to be option C. Right? Next one. Right. Going ahead with. This is inserting the missing character. Right. So here if you observe, this is 2 cube. This is 5 cube. This is 3 cube. This is 5 cube. 3 plus 5 will give you how much? 8. This is 3 cube, this is 5 cube, 3 plus 5 is giving you 8. Similarly, this 64 is nothing but 4 cube, 216 is 6 cube. 4 plus 6 is adding up to how much? 10. In the same manner, this 343 and 216. 343 is nothing but 7 cube, 216 is nothing but 6 cube. 7 plus 6 will give you the answer here. That will give you how much? 13. Hence your answer has to be what? Option B. Right? The next set of questions will be dealt with by my colleague, Mr. Rajesh sir.
Thank you. Next, continue. '27. Based on the information, okay. Deepthi is playing a treasure hunt game at the first stage. They given some information. So P, Q, R, S, 4 information is given. Which information is suitable to finding that point? Treasure hunt. Based on the R, the sum of the first 4 digits is 12. Sum of the first 4 digits is 12. Okay. Sum of the first 4 digits are information. You can observe friends here. 3504. Okay, based on that information, you are getting the answer. So option B. Next. Suppose you enter into the elevator. Okay, this problem is a key mistake. Okay, key is wrong. Suppose you are entering into the elevator, lift X. Up 5 floors plus 5. Down 3 floors, again up 2 floors, then you are getting 8th floor now. Okay, so after simplify, X plus 4 is equal to 8, then X is equal to 4, you are in the 4th floor, but option not there. Next. Okay, number series, very easy question, 0.5, 0.55, so increased 0.05, so 0.1, here 0.15, 0.2, so answer is D, 1 is the answer. Next, okay, read the information. Okay, you want to color the complete ground. Okay, how many squares? A, B, C, D. One type of square, and then second one again rhombus shape 3. Okay, hidden squares. Observe this red color 4 and 5. So minimum 5 important. 5 is necessary. So option B. Okay. So question number 37, this is time, okay, if you read the question carefully, you get the answer, but a time waste. Okay, better this type of questions leave the question, leave the examination. Okay, not a problem. If you are leaving the one question, not an issue. This is time consuming questions. Okay, if you read the complete information, you are getting the answer D. Answer D. Okay, next 38. Same. Okay, read the information carefully according to the given statement. Which condition is suitable? Okay, which condition is suitable? So, if the program P is to be opened, operated on a day, V cannot be operated on that day. So, P along with V wrong. So, read the conclusions, read the information, which is the suitable. Then D is the suitable. Key D. This type of information. In aptitude, very lengthy questions, not a difficulty, okay, lengthy questions. For reading purpose, time taken, okay, these two questions. And here also. Okay, concept easy. For reading the question is very lengthy, okay, time taken. So there are 8 doctors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 doctors. So every day they're visiting the some timings, okay, morning 9 to evening 6, lunchtime 1 to 2. Okay, for every doctor half an hour he observed it, okay. Here what is the question? If the lunch break and the subsequent visiting hours are reduced by the 15 minutes, lunch break and subsequent. So after the lunch break, we have to see the 4 doctors. The last doctor is, okay, you. Last doctor is you. So you start the visiting at, okay. So 1 to 145. 145 to 230. 230 to 15. 315 to 4. 4 to 4:45. The last doctor started 4 p.m. So answer 4 p.m. Option B. K is the B. Okay. Next. So study the following information carefully and answer the question. So based on the blood relation concept, okay, if you read the information carefully and answer is, okay, key, either brother or sister, brother or sister. So P, Q, R, S, T and U are 6 members in a family in which there are 2 married couples. T is a teacher married to the doctor who is the mother of R and U. So T is a teacher and married someone. And she is a mother of female. So female. Mother of R and U. R and U. So R and U actually siblings. R and U siblings. You can remember this point. So how is R related to the U? Brother, sister, mother. Mother impossible, D wrong. So brother and sister. Read the information. You are getting a doubt in the here R and U. Who is the male or who is the female? Not mentioned clearly. That's why. So brother or sister. C is the right answer. Okay, friends, these are the aptitude questions. So 75. Out of the 15, 10 questions easy, 5 questions lengthy and difficult, lengthy and moderate. Thank you. Next, our colleague, Lankeshwar sir.
Hi guys, good evening all of you. I am Lankeshwar Rao, Energy and Environment faculty. So today if you observe today's paper, most of the questions are completely pure subject based questions. Okay, few questions are direct statements. So let's go to the concepts. So first question, question number 8. So statement 1, ozone depletion are mostly harmful to biological system in a variety of ways. So this is statement 1, and if you consider statement 2, ozone depletion in stratosphere leads to the loss of filtering ability of UV light. So first statement is absolutely correct. So if you consider ozone layer, so if it is not existed in stratosphere, so mostly it does not purify or it does not filter the UV rays, so that's fine. Statement 2 is related to statement 1 and both the statements are correct, so that's why option 1 is the right answer. Okay, so here option A is the right answer. Next one, so this is also direct statement question. So question number 9, statement 1, alteration in both physicochemical or abiotic and biological, nothing but biotic components of the biosphere by mankind resulted in environment degradation worldwide. So if you consider this statement, it's absolutely correct. So at the same time, second statement, major environmental problems are in fact manifestation of the degradation environment at global level. So this is also correct. Okay, so and this statement is absolutely related to statement 1. So that's why here also we are considering option A is the right answer. Okay, these two are direct statement questions. Next one, which one of the following scientists called entropy time arrow? So here guys, this is direct statement question. So it is here the answer is option B. So Arthur Eddington. So option B is the right answer here. So next one, question number 92. Consider the following statements. Consider the following statements, guys. If you observe this question, it's looking very simply, but it is considered from IAE, International Atomic Energy Agency report. So it's little bit complicated. You have to read carefully. They are rising about not correct. Okay, they are not rising about not correct. So the question is related to energy balance or fundamental for energy planning, since they allow analyzing aspects such as. So first option, if you consider first option, distribution of final energy consumption per end sector, this is absolutely correct, but they mention about not correct. So that's why we are not considering statement 1. So if you are not considering statement 1, we can easily eliminate B at the same time C also. Next, if you consider option 2, so storage and reinforcement of each fuel or group of energies in the matrix. Here matrix means nothing but so different types of renewable energies. So this statement is also correct, but here they mention not correct. So based on elimination technique, so if you are using 1 and 2, so these two statements are absolutely wrong. This statement is also absolutely wrong. So finally here we are getting 4, option D is the right answer. Okay, so this one is the right answer here. So efficiency in process for transforming primary energy into secondary. Okay, so this is the correct option here. Next one, which one of the following is not an advantage of efficiency? So guys, by using elimination technique, we can also get the answer simply here. So here they are mentioning about not an advantage of energy efficiency. Energy efficiency, if you consider fourth statement, the access to energy service is decreased. So actually the advantage of energy efficiency is access to energy is completely, energy service is completely increased, but here they mention decrease. So directly you can consider this statement. So option D is the right answer here. Next one, so question number 94, this is also direct statement question. The British economist Nicholas Stern gave the most impressive analysis in the year of 2006 on. Okay, in the year of 2006, especially economist Nicholas Stern. So here the right answer is climate change. Option C is the right answer here. Next one, question number 95. Consider the following factors determining the evolution of energy intensity. Okay, evolution of energy intensity, and they are rising about correct statement. So that's why here if you consider option 1, dematerialization and fuel use intensity and recycling, these 3 are correct options here. So they are also rising about correct statement. So that's why we have to consider option A is the right answer. Okay, next one, question number 96. Surface rocks on earth cool Okay, surface, rocks on earth cool, but below the surface, the temperature increases with depth. This is called as, okay, so the rocks on the surface is completely cool, but if you are moving towards depth, mostly it maintains high temperature. So this type of orientation questions here, they rise. So option A is the right answer here. Geo means nothing but earth. So thermal means nothing but heat energy. So by using direct statement, by using this statement, we can directly get the option A here. So option A is the right answer. Next one, which one of the following is not correct? Okay, so guys, you have to remember this one. Which one of the following is not correct? So if you observe these statements here, option B, rocks between two extreme is called as mesocratic. Actually, mesocratic means, meso means it indicates the color. Okay, so it indicates the color, but here they mentioned about the rocks between two extremes. Extremes means nothing but layers. So that's why this option is completely correct. So here the rising about not correct statement. So that's why B is the right answer here. Okay, so this is the total concept about energy and environment. So next, our faculty Santosh sir will lead the current affairs. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everyone, let's discuss the current issues. So what are the questions we got from the current affairs topics? And the first one is the which one of the following is not included in the 12 areas of the ease of doing business. That is the ease of doing business, every year it will be published by the World Bank. So based on the 12 areas, they are asking that which one of the following is not a part of the 12 areas. The first option is getting the credit, second is about paying the taxes, and third one is about promoting the small scale industries, and fourth one is about getting the electricity. And out of these 12 areas, and this is not the part of the so this ease of doing business consideration by the World Bank. So answer for this question is the C is the answer. Which one of the following considered the economic activities, public administration and financial services and mining and quarrying? And which one of the following economic activities comes under the tertiary sector? What is meant by tertiary sector? Tertiary sector generally what? Service sector. So service sector is called as what? Tertiary sector. So now here the word. So public administration is a service sector and financial services is the what? Service sector. And mining and quarrying comes under what? Primary sector, that is. So answer for this question is the what? 1 and 2 only correct, because they are asking question about the what? Tertiary sector. Which one of the following comes under what? Tertiary sector. So then 1 and 2, answer for this question is the D, 1 and 2 correct. And IMF raises the projection for the economic growth for the 2021-22. This question is not very clear, because IMF is raised the projection for the economic growth for the 2021 and 22, and for which it is for the India or whether it is for the world. The question is not clear. And again, it was the answer for this question is what? 8.2%. There is no answer for so this question in the examination. So this is the generally that is the preferable answer. So but original answer is what? 8.2, but there is no answer for this question. And next one, the Ford India. Already we know that the Ford India is stopped the manufacturing of the vehicles in India, and in the it is restructuring plan. This one correct. And again here G Entertainment is merged with the word Sony Entertainment. That is also correct. And now here the word Yashoda Headge is the word new CEO of the Coffee Day Enterprises. It is not the Yashoda Headge. It is the word Malavika Headge. So it is the Malavika, not the Yashoda. So he simply modified that name. So that is the Malavika Headge. So that answer for this question is the 1 and 2 only. Next one. IUC and General Assembly adopted the word this 2022-23 as the International Year of the word millets, and both the statements are true, and the government is providing the value addition for the word millets, and the government of India at the same time promoting the word millets brands internationally to promote the word millet consumption throughout the world and as well as in India. So answer for this question is the word both 1 and 2. Both the statements are absolutely true statements. And Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukha is the motto of the which of the following, that is the direct straightforward. Whenever you see the All India Radio, that is the All India Radio slogan is the Bahujana Hitaya and Bahujana Sukhaya. And this is the question about the what Mahila Kisan Sashakti Pariyojana. So this is especially Mahila means here automatically indicating that is a woman, that is agriculture. Kisan means agriculture. Absolutely it is related to the what women in the agriculture. The first statement is absolutely true. And second statement, it is to enable the what women to have the better opportunities, the government support for the what especially to promote the agriculture. And third one is the what women to educate the what living conditions all. And they are not at all related to this one. The nutrition and food security is not related to the what this one. So that is the question is about the what not. The option B is correct. And A, C, D is the part of the what this Mahila Kishan Pariyojana. And Jal Jeevan Mission. Jal Jeevan Mission is the objective is to supply the what drinking water supply to the what every household, and that is to improve the what living standards of the people. That is the correct. And the government want to achieve the what drinking water supply to the what every house by the year 2024. And both the statements are correct. But regarding the second statement, what is there given? India aims to establish the what water tanks in the good number with the what slogan of the what Har Ghar Jal. So this slogan of the Har Ghar Jal is introduced to supply what to supply the piped drinking water supply. That is, you need to supply the drinking water to the every house through the pipes, not by establishing the water tank. The second statement is absolutely right, and there is no way related to the Mahatma Gandhi philosophy of the Gram Swaraj. So the answer is the what only 2 and 4 are the correct. And which of the following not correctly matched here the what? So these are they are given the books and authors, and this was absolutely matched, and this one is absolutely matched, and the Jangil Nama Amitav Ghosh is matched, and this is the what? So Shepherd. So this is the Maggie Shepherd was the author of this one. So this is the wrongly matched. That is a great circle is the answer for this question. And Pandora papers, that Pandora papers, you know that in the mythology, in the Hindu mythology, we will have the Pandora papers. Pandora will keep the what some objects which are very preciously. And here the 12 million papers of the what that is the tax evaders, the people who are not paying the any tax, they are earning the what more amount of the black money. They are by establishing what some fake companies in the different countries. And those type of the papers are known as Pandora paper. There are 12 millions of the papers are leaked by the what investigative journalists in the October 2021. So that is regarding the what Pandora papers. That is the answer is the B for this question. And next one here the what? So V Shanta is the oncologist. If you know the only one, then automatically answer you will know. Only one option start with the what 4. That is automatically if you know one, then automatically 4 to 3 1. And you know there is Akhtar Ali is the what this Davis Cup coach, and automatically you know remaining answers. Sustainable development goal. There are 17 sustainable development goals. So they are asking the which state is standing the first place with respect to the what? Zero hunger. The answer for this question is the Kerala. And Kerala is the standing first place in the zero hunger. Tamil Nadu is the what? Zero poverty. And you are asking question about the what? Zero hunger. The answer is the Kerala and the Chandigarh. Now here the which one of the following is not correct with respect to the what? Women achievers. Not correct. So Anvi Bhutani, so the Indian origin who elected as what Oxford University president, this was correct. And Denisha Lila is the 24 years from the what Kerala, she won the what first heavy license to drive the what this hazardous goods. And Bela Trivedi also correct. She is recently sworn as a judge of the Supreme Court. And here it is wrong. So there is a Megha Rajagopalan, winner of the Pulitzer Prize. Up to here it is correct, but the category is wrong. Here the category is explanatory journalism. She done the more research on the prisoners in the China. So that was the answer. So this is the what not feature writings. So answer is the A. And who are the what first tourist? The first tourist, that is the Santosh George Kulangan from the Kerala. So he booked the what first flight in the Virgin Galactic to move into the what space tourism. So he was considered as the what first space tourist in India. And what is the Wassenaar Agreement? The Wassenaar Agreement is the what? So that is regarding that this one direct to question, that is elite club of the countries to supply the what arm exports from the what countries Wassenaar Agreement. Okay. So these are the what current affairs questions in the ESE preliminary examinations. So after this session at the 7:30 our technical session will be followed. And thank you everyone and all the best.